You're listening to the Options Insider Radio Network, the home of the Options Podcast. For more quality options programs, visit theoptionsinsider.com or search for Options Insider Radio Network in your podcast provider of choice. Listeners can also access all of our programming through our mobile app available in the iTunes and Google Play stores. Select programs are also available via live stream at mixlr.com/options-insider. That's mixlr.com/options-insider. Don't forget to follow along with your favorite programs and submit your own questions for the hosts at twitter.com/options, stocktwits.com/options, facebook.com/theoptionsinsider, or via questions at theoptionsinsider.com. The Options Insider Radio Network is sponsored by Fidelity Investments. Fidelity's Option Trade Builder tool can help you confidently build an options trade in 3 simple steps. Just choose a strategy, select a contract, and then review the benefits and risks of the trade. Learn more about Option Trade Builder at fidelity.com/options. Options trading entails significant risk and is not appropriate for all investors. Certain complex option strategies carry additional risk. Before trading options, contact Fidelity Investments by calling 800-544-5115 to receive a copy of the characteristics and risks of standardized options. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE SIPC.
Good morning. Today is Friday. Holy cow, it's Friday already. September 7th, 2018. This is your Options News Rundown. I'm Dan Passarelli. My first story today is from investing.com. It's the top 5 things to know in the market on Friday. First thing to know is the jobs report is expected to cement a September rate hike. All eyes on Friday will be centered on the release of the August employment report at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Forecasts are for the creation of 191,000 non-farm payrolls last month, while the unemployment rate is expected to drop back to an 18-year low of 3.8%. With all expectations pointing to yet another strong reading for the U.S. labor market, focus will remain on wage inflation, which has yet to see a big upward push despite tightening conditions. Annualized average hourly earnings are expected to match July's 2.7% rise. Wage inflation has remained below the 3% generally considered to cause upward price pressure since 2009. Another solid showing for employment will likely cement market expectations that the Federal Reserve will raise rates by a quarter point at the September 25th and 26th meeting. Our second thing to know today is that trade tensions shift to Japan with China tariffs still on hold. A U.S. public consultation period ended at midnight Eastern Time Friday. I guess that was this morning, the midnight between Thursday and Friday, apparently, on the new batch of $200 billion in tariffs on Chinese imports, with no word on when they will be implemented. Reports throughout the week suggested that U.S. President Donald Trump wanted to push the levies through as soon as possible. But so far, no clear timetable has been presented. China said Thursday that it would retaliate if the U.S. went ahead with the measures as the world's largest economy. With China in the background, attention switched to a report that Trump may be preparing to expand his tariff tactics to Japan. In a conversation with the Wall Street Journal, the U.S. president said he had good relations with Tokyo, but warned that things may change. Of course, that will end as soon as I tell them how much they have to pay. The third thing to know today is that stocks head lower amid trade tensions. After the Wall Street closed, need to run this by a copy editor. After Wall Street closed lower a day earlier with the Nasdaq logging its 3rd straight decline, losses looked likely to continue on Friday as traders remained cautious in a situation marked by global trade worries. Fourth thing to know today is Fed speakers are on watch. Investors will monitor remarks from the several Federal Reserve policymakers on Friday, with particular attention to any comments on the U.S. employment report. Coinciding with the release of the report, Boston Fed President Eric Rosengren is scheduled to give a speech at 8:30 a.m. Eastern as he kicks off the bank's conference titled, "What are the consequences of long spells of low interest rates?" At 9 a.m., Cleveland Fed President Loretta Mester will lead a panel discussion at the conference on reality check from the markets, and separately, Dallas Fed Chief Robert Kaplan will participate in a moderated Q&A ahead of a separate conference on energy and the economy. And the fifth thing to note today is oil inches up ahead of U.S. rig count data. Oil bounced back Friday after 3 straight days of declines. Data released Thursday revealed that a large draw on U.S. crude inventories was overshadowed by an increase in gas and distillate prices, which analysts said reflect a weaker summer driving season. Market players will also focus Friday on weekly rig count data for further signs on U.S. output levels. Our second story today is from ETFDailyNews.com, Bitcoin looking very bearish once again. The sell-off across cryptocurrencies accelerated this week when Bitcoin and other digital tokens dropped for the second time in less than 24 hours, sinking to a 9-month low amid growing concern broader adoption of digital assets will take longer than some anticipated, following an earlier report that Goldman was suspending its cryptocurrency trading desk plans. And our final story of the day is from Investing.com. Tesla shares slump in pre-market trading as accounting chief resigns. Tesla stock tanked in pre-market reporting on Friday amid reports that its chief accounting officer and human resources chief resigned. The company's chief accounting officer, Dave Morton, resigned from the luxury car maker on Tuesday, according to a regulatory filing from the company. Since I joined Tesla on August 6th, the level of public attention placed on the company, as well as the pace within the company, have exceeded my expectations, Morton said in a statement. As a result, this caused me to reconsider my future. I want to be clear that I believe strongly in Tesla, its mission, and its future prospects, and I have no disagreements with Tesla's leadership or its financial reporting. Meanwhile, human resources executive Gabrielle Toledano is not planning to return to the company from her leave, according to various published reports. Toledano was on leave since the end of August. Tesla's stock slumped 8.84% in pre-market trading after the news. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is news you can use for today, Friday, September 7th, 2018, your Options News Rundown. I'm Dan Passarelli. Trade smart and have a great weekend.
The preceding program was a production of the Options Insider Radio Network. For more quality options programs, visit www.theoptionsinsider.com or search for Options Insider Radio Network in your podcast provider of choice. Listeners can also access all of our programming through our mobile app, available in iTunes and on Google Play. Don't forget to follow along with your favorite programs and submit your own questions for the hosts at twitter.com/options, facebook.com/theoptionsinsider, or via questions@theoptionsinsider.com.